I am buying over here. This one is a cheeky one. This stop loss, let me see it. Yeah, let me keep it tight. Hmm. So that would have been swept. It's a good idea. I kept it tight. I tried what I tried, and I will close the today at that. And see if I could have been patient, if I could have gotten something, if I was patient enough or not. So I treated this as a liquidity. So the main reason is I was looking for buys today. I was looking for buys today, and ES had already come down and swept. It's 930 open lows. Let's erase this. So ES came down, swept its 930 open lows, which are not that one. These are the 930 open lows of ES. We had a bullish SMT where London had already swept its London lows, while Nasdaq had already swept its London lows while ES was lagging. So ES has just swept its London lows, and we also have had a high time frame bearish SMT where the previous day highs, ES had swept its previous day highs, while Nasdaq has refused to sweep its previous day highs. Nasdaq has refused to sweep its previous day highs. So regarding that, I am now seeing why the buys were a problem. I'm now seeing why the buys are a problem. So price just manipulated to the upside, swept high time frame buy side liquidity, and it's now going lower. But coming into the market, I was looking for buys. That's why I took the impulse buys. But I'm just going to be patient and see. If I was to be patient, I could have gotten something. So I'm seeing something formulating over here. So this is these are bearish. A fair value gap has been printed over here, which could have been a premise for us to take some buys. Let me see. So I'll pause the video and read price action. So it was also I got wrecked trying to buy a bullish market. I'll just come tomorrow and do an analysis. At least I tried. Another so another reason I took the buys is because coming into the day my bias was buys. So I was looking for buys following trading protocol on sell side liquidity sweep. So market open, price came down, swept London lows, and manipulated to the upside, closing bullish. Now I was looking for some continuation buys to previous day highs, but then today's Jackson Hole symposium and Wash is speaking, and I am clearly noting that the Jackson Hole Symposium is a pretty big deal. It's a big deal in the stock market, and price is acting up. It's like we have been waiting for the symposium to start because this is the candle for the Fed for the symposium. This is the 10 a.m. candle came up, swept high buy side liquidity, and it's ripping. Now I was trying to buy it because we had an SMT divergence, and I was looking for continuation to the upside because earlier on when the market opened, price came down, swept London lows. Now I was looking for some continuation price to print a higher low and go higher. That was wrong. So I'll do an analysis and see. So yeah, man, adios, 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 adios. It's a good one. I was still following my basics. That's why I kept my stop loss down below this candle here because this is the first fair value gap that printed after the London lows were swept. That's why I entered on its retest. My stop loss right below the here, and I was wrecked within the minute. So yeah, man. Wait to call the week. See you next week.